fireworks. Absolute fireworks in that MotoGP FP3 session. Good afternoon and welcome to Inside the Paddock. Well, we're a little bit further inside the paddock today. You're joining us from the pit lane walk that's happening here in Le Mans. Look at these amazing fans that have come out. We have never seen Le Mans as busy as this. We're going to carry on down because we've got a bike being fired up there, but amazing stuff to see all these guys come out and have a peek into what we have to say sometimes take for granted. Such an amazing place to work here. But as I was saying, what an end to that FP3 session. We had the all-time lap record broken on about 3 occasions. Fabio Quartararo was the first man into the 130s, and then it was Johan Zarco who finished as the fastest rider with a 1:30.537. So we're going to have a word with his crew chief, Marco Rigamonti, about that absolutely incredible lap, Marco. We have to ask you whether you thought that was potentially possible out there this morning.
But basically, we yesterday looked at the data. We saw where he lost compared some the other Ducati rider, and we work on his feeling to improve the braking point where he lose on entry, and seems that we gain something, and putting them all together, he make an amazing lap.
Do you think they're going to go even faster out there later on this afternoon for qualifying? Will the conditions lend itself to that?
I think yes, we can go faster because with the hotter condition, we can use another front tire, and generally for braking, the rider prefer it, and especially the last years, the condition was quite shit, so we can't improve a lot compared to last year due to the different condition of the weather.
Well, this has been totally unexpected here in Le Mans. Even today, we were kind of thinking it might be a little bit overcast. Obviously, I've got to ask you, it would just make the perfect start to the story to have a Frenchman on pole position. Can Johan be that Frenchman?
Yeah, for sure, he is very happy about that because he's home Grand Prix, and so I saw many people looking for him, and for sure it's amazing for him.
Well, Marco, best of luck out there later on for qualifying. Obviously, FP4 coming up first. Actually, just quickly, whilst I've got you, what's the plan for FP4? And obviously, Johan had that really scary moment. What a great job. It just shows how professional these riders are to be able to collect it all back up and put it all back out there on the track one day later.
No, today we have to choose the best solution about the tires. Yeah. So probably we will have the last chance to compare some choices, and I think that we will do this for the FP4.
Thank you so much for chatting to us, Marco. We'll leave Marco there and the Pramac boys. But yeah, just take a look at this once more. Thank you so much, Rita. That was fantastic. Will we see this bike on pole position later on? Join us to find out. We'll carry on down with our pit lane walk. It was, as I said, a smashing session. So Fabio Quartararo was the first man into the 130s, and Pecco Bagnaia also put in an amazing 1:30.5668, which I think beat Fabio's first 1:30 by about 4/10, and then what you said, Johan Zarco pipping it right at the end. We're just wandering down now so you guys can have a nice view. Pol Espargaro had a crash at the start of the session, but I believe he actually managed to save himself a spot in Q2. Yep, he finished 9th. Enea Bastianini, there was problems for Enea. It looked like one of his bikes expired out on track, so therefore he was unable to improve his time of from yesterday, but actually he managed to just scrape inside the top 10 as well, so that was lucky stuff indeed. Obviously you're about to see and realise that we are fastly approaching the reigning world champion, the leader of our championship standings, Fabio Quartararo, his box, and as you can see here, many fans. And then maybe, if I just swing you around here, who will finish at the top of this podium on Sunday, tomorrow? I think these guys are all hoping it'll be one of their home heroes, and by the looks of things already, not an unlikely prospect at all. But can we get a bit of hello Does anybody... Does anyone speak English? Does anyone speak English? No? Anyone? Anyone? Do you want to speak for us? Do you want to speak? No? Well, just what you've made of the action so far here in Le Mans. It's been an amazing... I mean, we're all surprised by the weather. How great is it? I was in my bed this morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. I could hear the noise from the campsite. Has it just been the most enjoyable weekend so far?
Yeah, but we're kind of used to getting a lot of noise in Le Mans because it's always the same. But I recall that last year it was raining like for the whole weekend, and just we have a sunny weekend, and let's hope it just stays that way for tomorrow. So that would be amazing. And if he wins, well,
that would just be the... Exactly. Do you think he can put it on pole position later on this afternoon, Fabio Quartararo?
Let's hope so, but you've got the Ducati that are quite fast as well, so let's hope he can just qualify as best as he can.
Lovely to talk to you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. So funny. Enjoy your weekend. Yeah, so we obviously finished with the podium here. Jack Miller topped it, and then you had the two Frenchmen also there. It was funny how we ended up with a top three in FP3, Ducati in the middle of Johan and Fabio Quartararo. I think we will leave it there, guys, because I'm trying to just see if there's absolutely anyone else we can perhaps grab a word with before we say goodbye. We'll just have a quick wander on down. But this could actually be the perfect way to... let's go have a word with Mikel Pons. He might not thank me for this. He's in the MotoE qualifying session later on. Mikel, I know you're gonna... We're so used to having our chats now. You're coming up later on, your first MotoE race here in Le Mans. Not your first, but the first of this weekend. Yeah, I knew. You knew what I meant. How did qualifying go?
Yesterday is quite difficult. I had a little bit problem on the FP2. At the end of FP2 I crashed, and for this crash I couldn't pass to Q2. But at the end, today we'll be start from the I think fourth position. Yeah. But anyway, we hope to do a good comeback, and I hope to do good race.
Can I just ask you one quick question on MotoGP qualifying? Who do you think is going to get pole position later in MotoGP?
Who?
Yeah, who?
I think Pecco.
You think Pecco? Yeah. If I put you on the spot and ask you what time do you think he might get, I'll show you the times from FP3. So Zarco 1:30.537.
What? Sorry?
What do you think the pole time will be?
No worry. Can I see? Maybe I think 30 low. 30 low. No worry.
Thank you.
Pecco 30.1 like this.
Thank you so much. So great to have a chat with you. Good luck for your race later. Guys, I'm going to have to leave it there. I almost choked. Well, it's a good time to leave it here because our pit lane walk is coming to an end here in Le Mans. We'll see you later on for qualifying.